Hi, I'm Mitch Shoemaker, and this is day 63 of my making 100 days of YouTube videos and focusing on gratitude. So, yay, day 63. I have to say, I really thought this was going to get easier. The closer I got to 100, it was going to be so much easier, especially, after I hit the halfway mark. This was supposed to be a piece of cake. Walk in the park, right? Because I've already done 62 days. This is day 63. Yay! And I am struggling with this. I think I hit some point this week, last week, whatever, again, where I'm just like, I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done. And today I was having this thought before I did the video about fear. And there's an acronym. There's tons of acronyms for fear, I'm sure. I've heard several of them. But the one that popped into my head that I learned at something years ago, I can't even remember what, but one of those classes or something, special training, whatever they made me go to when I was working some other job years ago. Anyway, that doesn't matter. The point is the fear thing, the acronym was false evidence appearing real. And for some reason that just popped into my head tonight. And I think part of my problem is that, the evidence appearing real, things that appear real to me or feel real to me, makes it hard for me to disregard, to overcome, to let go of. And so even though I know it's false, like the crazy thoughts in my head, or the negative thinking, my old default settings that I can't seem to get out because they're so deeply rooted in my brain, and they still get the better of me. I think it's the same concept, that false evidence appearing real. If it feels real, it appears real. Can't talk. Sorry, poor people that have to deal with this because I refuse to edit things. False evidence appears real. It appears real. It feels real. It is daunting. It's overwhelming. It's difficult to move past, to move through. To me, I think oftentimes when I get in a state of fear, instead of doing that fight or flight reaction that your body's supposed to do, I do this freeze thing and I can't move. And it's not I can't move physically move, it's emotionally move. It's like I'm just stuck wherever I'm at. And my brain is stuck there too. And even though I know all the things I need to do and all the things that will help me get through it, it's just kind of like this barrier, this moment where I have no motivation. I have no desire to get up and to do things. And it doesn't matter how much I spin in my head and it's going to make me feel better, the stuff to do. It just kind of like, all of that stuff just kind of fades. It gets pushed out to the side because I'm frozen. I can't move. I can't do anything today because I am stuck in this fear. And I don't even know what it is that I'm afraid of most of the time, to be perfectly honest. I think it's past trauma. I think it's old emotion. I think it's stuff that's just been buried for so long and now it's surfacing and I don't know what it is. I don't know how to deal with it, which is obviously why I go to counseling and 12-step programs, and I need to be working my grief steps and my 12 steps and things like that to kind of process this stuff, to get this out of my system, because there isn't a reason for it to be there. And right now I think what I'm kind of afraid of is my future, because it is unknown. It is that vast unknown. It is that the excitement is waning and the idea that I might succeed at things, that I'm pushing through barriers, is scary to me. And I think that fear is just like, oh, we're afraid of something, so it's just taken over and I can't function. And I don't like that it does that, because I need to function. I need to have a life. I have a purpose. I have goals. I have things that God wants me to do. And my thoughts today were that I need to trust God. I need to set aside my fears. I need to throw caution to the wind. I need to just go. I need to just jump and leap and have fun. And instead I have this, it feels like, I'm standing on the edge of a cliff and I can't move forward because I'm staring down this huge cliff. And if I jump, I'm going to fall. And I have this feeling that if I jump, I'll be able to fly. I will be able to reach it across the other side, or that there is something I can't see that's going to catch me and I will be fine. But I can't see it. It's called a leap of faith for a reason, because I can't see it. But I'm having a hard time convincing myself to take that leap, to take that jump, to take that step, even though I know it's safe. It's that false evidence appearing real. It appears unsafe, even though it really is safe. And it really will be okay. And I know it will be okay. It's kind of scary. It's a different place to be at peace, to see the direction my life is going, to be humbled by all the things that I feel like I'm supposed to be doing. And not necessarily overwhelmed, but that God would trust me with these things, that he would give me these talents, that he would want me to speak, that he would want me to write, that he would want me to share all of this stuff that I have in my head. I'm like, it's crazy stuff. It's not important stuff. Nobody cares about the stuff that I have to say. And then realizing that people might actually care about what I have to say. And then I was like, then I freak out just a little bit, or I freak out just a lot, and I freeze, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm frozen. But what to do is to share it on these videos, is to write about it, is to work through it, is to pray, is to move. Because every time I move, the frozen state, it cracks a little bit, that ice cracks a little bit, and I can move a little bit more. The fear becomes smaller, the reality becomes more visible, clearer. It's not all foggy and fuzzy, and it becomes doable. And right now, the crazy part is I can see everything being doable in my life. And I was like, I can do this and this and this, and it's all going to work, this and this and this, and it's all good, and it's all good. And it's like, holy crap, I don't know what to do with all that good stuff in my life. And that's kind of a sad commentary for me on my life, to think about that, to realize that I've spent most of my life wanting something more and feeling like I didn't deserve it, or that I just couldn't get it, like it was just out of reach. And then to finally be in a place in my life where it's just around the corner, it's just, cross the gorge, whatever it is, it's within sight, it's within reach. And I'm just standing here staring at it like, deer in the headlights. What am I supposed to do with that? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Like, seriously, like, are you sure? Is this real? It's not an illusion. It's not a mirage. And I'm just staring at it like, I don't know what to do with that. And I don't know what to do. And it's kind of crazy to be in a position like this in my life, to have all of that trauma, all of the things that I've been through, to get me to this point in my life. A point in my life I didn't think I would be at, honestly. It's not really where I planned my life to go. It's not what I planned on doing. Honestly, before I started doing these 100 videos like 63 days ago, I wasn't even thinking about doing YouTube videos. And I wanted to do anything I could to avoid doing them in the first place, which didn't work. And now I'm doing them, and now it's 63 days in, and I'm like, I've been doing this for 63 days, and I can't stop doing it now because I have to get to 100. And that's right around the corner, so that would be ridiculous to stop now because it's that close. I mean, seriously, it's like, 37 days away? I could do 37 days. That's a piece of cake. What the heck? Not a problem. I've already done that. Twice? Have I done that twice? 60? No, 74 would be twice. I haven't done it twice, but I've at least done it once. Sorry, having to do the math in my head. But 37 days is totally doable. I know that. And I'm grateful that I know that. I'm grateful that it's right around the corner. I'm grateful that I'm close to finishing my 100 days. And there's those days that I have those crazy ideas. What am I going to do for my next 100 days? And then there's days like today, I'm like, I just want to finish my 100 and be done. The only problem is I know that I can't just be done. The whole point is to teach myself some form of consistency, to follow through on some goals, to get to know myself better, to let everybody out there that's watching these videos get to know me and be excited about the books that I'm writing and that I will be publishing in the near future. I hope. I'm gonna have to start bugging people about responses or sending my book to new people. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm waiting for feedback. So I need feedback so that I can do some revisions, so that I can do some editing, so that I can do some actual publishing. And that's just a process. It's a process I am impatient with and right now it's dependent on other people. So I have to trust the other people, and I have to be patient, and I have to wait, and I have to see what happens. And I have to bug people and be like, hey, I sent this to you. Have you had a chance to read it? Have you done anything with it? If you're not going to do anything with it, let me know so I can figure something else out. So I will figure something else out eventually. It'll all get sorted out. But I'm kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm kind of in limbo right now. And I have all of these ideas of what I need to do and what needs to be done. And I'm perfectly capable of doing them, but I haven't started them. It's like starting new projects, starting new things. And I'm just like, ah. But it's like if I do those things, all the things that I want to do will work together, like coordinate together to become something bigger, something better, something wonderful. Because, you know, if I put thumbnails on my YouTube videos, supposedly if you make them like nice and fancy, put little words and stuff, then people are more likely to click on them. Then I get more views, I get more traction, more people more interested in my books. If I finish figuring out my online marketing, I can build up my website that has my information about my books to attract people to my website, so that when I actually get my books published, I can put them on there and be like, here's a link. You can, go to Amazon or Barnes and Noble or whatever and buy my books. And I can put links on YouTube so people can do the same thing with my YouTube videos. So it advertises my books. And hopefully, I can start making some money with the online marketing on the side, and possibly make some money with the YouTube videos on the side, start making some money with my books once they're published. So there's that too. So that's like 3 pieces of other outside sources of income, plus the job I currently have, plus another side business that I'm doing that's not related to all of this, but the online marketing will help with that as well. So lots of different things that go together. I also need to figure out my finances so that I can figure out what's coming in from business and what I have to pay taxes on and all of that fun, fabulous stuff, and how much money I have and how much money is in savings and all of those fun, fabulous things, so I can work towards other financial goals of getting, out of debt, which would be fantastic, of possibly either buying or building my own house. I kind of want to build my own house. I think that would be fun. But all of these other goals and things that all work together, they're all good things. They're all positive things. And none of those things actually include like dating or getting married or having kids or all of that stuff, which is what I would like to have. It's what I tried to have. It hasn't worked out for me in my life. So if that happens, I'm okay with that too. That would be a fantastic surprise. But I've kind of come to the point, not that I'm happy about it, but the point where I need to focus on what I can do to take care of me, to start exercising, to be healthier again, to try to get some kind of a schedule to keep myself in line so that I keep doing all of these things, including these videos, to keep progressing, to keep learning new things about myself, to get closer to God, to see His plan for my life. And if that includes, getting married again or having kids or something in the future, great. And if not, then I have to accept that. And I don't like that. And I think some days I get disappointed, discouraged, because that's, not something that I can plan on as much as I would like to. I don't have really control over that. But I can learn how to communicate better through these videos or through my 12-step meetings, and I can, learn to have healthy relationships, which is a good thing. Maybe I'll attract some nice guy after this. I don't know. That would be nice. But again, also scary, because all the nice things in my life always seem to get taken away. So I have that false evidence appearing real, like it's going to be this great thing and it turns out terrible, or it really is a great thing and I'm afraid of it because I'm afraid it's just going to disappear, like it's a mirage. And then I just kind of get stuck, like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. I'm crazy. But the only thing I can do is just keep moving forward, is just trusting and seeing what happens and trusting is a new thing for me, especially trusting myself. I've always trusted other people. I've always believed other people. And other people haven't always been honest with me. They haven't always had my best interest in mind. And I can't say I've always had the best interest of other people in mind. I usually have selfish motives, interests. I think most people do, because we want to take care of ourselves first. And yes, we love other people. We like other people. We want to do nice things for other people. But if we don't know how to do nice things for ourselves, how nice can the things be that we're doing for other people? And maybe other people don't appreciate it as much because it's, we're running on empty. Done that my whole life. Run on empty, trying to give to other people, trying to change who I am to please other people. It never works, because I can never read their mind. I can never do it right. I can never make them happy. And that was never my job. That was never my responsibility. And that is such a relief to realize it wasn't my responsibility. It wasn't my job. It isn't my fault that they weren't happy. And it had nothing to do with me. And it doesn't mean that I'm wrong. There's nothing wrong with me, like emotionally, physically. I mean, there's probably lots of things wrong with me emotionally, physically, whatever. But I mean, like at my core, the way that God made me was not wrong. I wasn't made wrong. I was meant to be a woman. I am a woman. There's nothing wrong with that. Just because I can't make other people happy doesn't mean that there's something wrong with my core being of who I am. Doesn't make me this bad, horrible person, which is how I interpreted things. Again, false evidence appearing real. I misinterpret things quite easily. I misinterpret a lot of things that I'm having to change that thought process on. So a lot of changing thought processes. And it's a lot of thought processes to change. And then all of that change is scary. And then that fear jumps in, and then I freeze, and I'm like, I don't like being frozen. I need to move. It sucks being frozen. So I need to move. I need to bang my way out of here. I need to knock out that ice, and I need to move forward. And God's there with a nice little heater trying to warm me up, saying, come on, you can do this, you can do this. And I was just like, I can't move. I don't want to do it. I'm good. And I'm pretty sure he's just laughing at me going, honey, you ain't good. You got to move. Come on, Mitch, let's do this. Oh, I'm trying. I am trying. And no, I am doing better now than I was probably 3-4 months ago. I don't know how many 60 days is 2 months. 2 months, so definitely better than 3 months ago. I don't know if I'm better than I was 2 months ago, maybe a little bit. But I'm grateful that I can still do these videos. I'm grateful that I can find things to be grateful for every day. I am grateful that I am being shown things in my life that I need to work through, to process. Doesn't mean I like working through them. Doesn't mean I like processing them. Doesn't mean I'm going to stop complaining. I would like to, but I think it's just in my nature. I don't know. One of these days, maybe I'll get over that. But I am grateful that I have things to look forward to. I have goals that I can set, and I need to just trust that when I get there, when I meet those goals, that there will be new things and new opportunities and more things for me to work towards. It's not just the end. Just like these 100 days of videos, I don't have to stop because I'm right at the end. I can actually finish and then see what comes next. And that'll be interesting to see what actually happens when I finish 100 days and then what comes next. So just going to keep praying to figure that out. If anybody's got suggestions on what they want to see me work on for the next 100 days, you're welcome to make suggestions. May or may not follow those suggestions, I will be honest. Mostly things I'm thinking about are exercising, eating healthier, working on my finances for 100 days, writing for 100 days. Those are things that I think I need to work on and do. I don't want to do editing for 100 days. That's marketing maybe for 100 days. I don't know, 100 days of marketing. That would be interesting. Working on my online marketing, thumbnails. Probably have to do some editing and all of that. I don't know. 100 days of something. I'm sure I can think of something. I don't want 100 days of cleaning. I hate cleaning. That's probably something I need to do too. I don't want to talk about what I'm cleaning for 100 days or packing and organizing and all of that stuff. Nightmarish things. But I am grateful I have 37 days to figure that out. And I'm grateful I've done 63 days of videos, and I'm grateful for the people that have stuck with me, or the people that are randomly popping in and watching my videos. I noticed 4 people watched the one I made last night, and I was like, oh crap, and I made 2 of them. One of them I didn't want to share, and one of them I did, so I hope I shared the right one and not the wrong one. But that's really interesting to me that there was 4 people. I know it's just 4 people versus the 1 or 2 people, but I was like, and people are watching my videos. And I don't know how I feel about that. Which is part of my fear, my concern, like, what are people thinking about me? And I need to stop wondering or worrying about what people are thinking about me. It's, what am I thinking about myself? How do I feel about myself? What does God think of me? How does God feel about me? And I think God is proud of me for doing this. And I think he's encouraging me to continue to do this. Pretty sure it was his idea that I did this in the first place. But it's nice to think that God is proud of me for doing this. And I can be proud of myself for doing this. And I'm grateful that I can start to see myself a little bit more clearly. And I can share who I am with everyone. And I don't need to be ashamed of who I am. I don't need to be ashamed of my ideas. They may be silly. They may be entertaining to some people. They may be absolutely ridiculous to some people. Some people may watch these and go, oh my gosh, she's crazy. I have no idea. Like, she's completely wrong. Whatever. I may be wrong. I don't know. This is what worked for me. And everybody has to figure out what works for them. And I would still encourage people to try to do 100 days of gratitude. I haven't hit my 100 days yet, but I'm getting there. And I think it helps. I think it makes changes. And there's a shift in, like, thought processes and reactions and responses to other people and to things. But I'm also realizing it's not a permanent shift. The only way to keep that shift and to continue shifting in a positive direction is to continue focusing on gratitude, to continue to see what I have in my life to be grateful for. It's not something that I can just stop, which is why I'm like, I got to do another 100 days when I'm done with this, whatever it is. I have to continue to journal. I have to continue to work on myself. I am a work in progress until the day I die. And there's probably more work for me to do on the other side of the veil too. I don't think we ever get to stop working, but the more we work, the more we accomplish, the more things we can see that we can do, the better we feel about ourselves, the more confident we become. And I like feeling more confident about myself and more comfortable in my own skin, and not being afraid of, like, what other people are thinking, and not being afraid of what they're going to do or say, because it doesn't matter. I can't control that. So I can live in fear, or I can live my life. I can throw caution to the wind and just leap and jump and see where I land, see what happens. And hopefully it's not a long fall. Hopefully it's not a hard fall. I have no idea, but I'm taking a leap of faith by doing this, and I'm taking an even bigger leap of faith by creating thumbnails and doing other things like that, which I haven't done because I have been stuck in my state of fear. And I think I avoid doing these videos because when it comes to doing the videos, I get reminded of all the things I need to be doing to jump in that state of fear. Like, I can't stagnate. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm stagnating, and then I start sliding and slipping, and I need to move forward, not backwards. And it's a struggle. It's an ongoing struggle, especially when all of my default settings are for stagnation and going backwards and not forwards. And they're all being stuck. We're like, yeah, we're stuck. We can't move. We're just staying right where we're at. We're good. And I'm like, we're not good right here. We can do better. We can be better. We've been better. And it's like, well, we can't go back, so we have to go forward. And there is something better in the future. But today is not a bad day either. I can still be happy today. I can still find joy in today. I don't have to wait for all of these things that I'm working on to be finished to be happy, which I'm also grateful for, which I'm discovering with focusing on things that I am grateful for. So I'm just grateful I'm able to do this video, that I'm out of bed, that I'm dressed. Grateful that I can do that in spite of how I feel sometimes, and grateful that I can see things that are holding me back, things that I need to work through, or things that I just need to let go of or turn over to God and let Him take care of it. Because it can be scary. It can be hard to change. but it can be exciting too, and it can be worth it. And I hope that as you watch these videos that it makes it worth it. It inspires you to want to do the same thing, to focus on gratitude for 100 days, whether you make your own videos, whether you journal, whether you just, make a list on a whiteboard somewhere, whatever it is, say a prayer and just spend the entire prayer thanking God for all the things you have in your life, and just a prayer of gratitude. Whatever it is that works for you, call a friend every day and say, hey, these are the 5 or 6 things I'm grateful for. Do 6 because I like 6. That's my favorite number. But pick a number of things to be grateful for every day and see how long that list ends up, because you'll get that far and there will always be something more you want to add to it, which I'm grateful for. And it doesn't take long to start listing things that you're grateful for before your attitude starts changing, start smiling, and you're like, I can get through today. This is going to be okay. Because then the positive things start outweighing the negative things, and then life starts looking better and better, and the freeze state, the fear state, the discouragement, the depression, it loses its hold. And it may still be there, but it doesn't have its power. It's losing its hold. It loses its power when I'm focused on gratitude. And I'm grateful for that, because it helps me see that there is a way up, there is a way out, there is a light ahead, that I don't have to stay stuck in my head. I don't have to stay stuck in my life. I don't have to stay stuck. I don't have to feel stuck. I can move, and I'm grateful I can move. And it's not always easy. Today wasn't easy to get myself moving, but I'm grateful I did move. I'm grateful I did make this video. I'm grateful that I can continue to make these videos, and I'm grateful I only have 37 days left to go. And I'm grateful for the people that have been watching, that are supportive of me, and I am grateful to be done for today. So with that, if you like, you can hit like, subscribe, share if you think it'll help someone else, and I hope you have a great day full of gratitude.